What's going on, guys? My name's Sean, and if you landed here, you're watching Scar My Guitar. Now today we got something to talk about. Now the most important tool in my wood shop is not my bandsaw, it's my wood planer. Now I got what some people might call a budget wood planer in the mail today, but I'm gonna tell you right now, just because this guy wasn't expensive, doesn't mean it ain't good. I'm talking about the M1B LS3305 from Vevor. Now, if you catch that link right down here to Amazon, you can get that planer for about $3.50. It's not an affiliate link. I don't make anything. But that is not the purpose of this video. The purpose of this video is to help you choose a better planer for less money. So today we're going to pit the $350 Vevor against a $750 Dewalt 735. These 13-inch planers right here are basically the last units you can buy before you have to go up to commercial grade. Here's what to expect if you get this. It's got the handle. It's got the book. She is pretty heavy, I ain't gonna lie to you. Man, this thing looks like a hoss, don't it? It feels pretty well made. It's got a reset button. It's got a key for the on and off switch. Now the Dewalt has what's called a finishing cut on here. When you push this down, it actually slows it down a little bit and it changes the cut depth on it. This one has a cut depth change, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't slow it down. Now here's what we got inside the bag. Got the handle, a couple of little tools. Let's see what the handle is here. I already like where the handle is located. We're going to talk about that on the Dewalt later. Now you see where the handle it goes. If you notice, there's a little indentation on the flat side. That's going to be where your screw is going to go against, keep it from slipping. Nice and snug. It's really cool for us boneheads. They even tell you which way to go for up and down. And I'm going to tell you right now, there's several things about this already that I like more. I love where this handle is right here to raise it up and down. If it's on the side here, it's limited to where I can put it at on a bench. Can't set it against the wall over here. Plus I can't have anything sitting next to it or it's going to be bumping it. I've always hated that stupid design on this one right here. Since we're talking about stupid designs, let's get to another one. I really like the construction of this machine versus the Dewalt. Now, I got this thing open so you can look inside of it. Here's where the dust is supposed to come out. The cutter blades are right under here. It's supposed to go in here, go in there, and come out here. As you can see, that doesn't happen. Somehow or another, it still manages to fill up with dust inside the machine. Now, I don't know how well this machine cuts yet, but I sure do love this about it. You see this rod right here? That's basically a bolt because it has threads on it. There's one over here as well. That's how this raises up. This machine right here gets raised up by those. But not DeWalt. No sir, them guys were thinking like some real geniuses. They got it on a chain system. You see that chain in there? And then there's 4 sprockets on each one of these posts right here that chain has to go around. You see they're threaded, right? They got those big giant threads on them. Well, that dust gets all up in those threads and all up in those sprockets and then all up in that chain. And this stupid thing won't go up and down. You're constantly having to clean that out. That's not going to happen with this guy. It has a nice big open carriage. You blow that thing out, it's done. You don't even have to take the top off and all the stuff out. But now in order to really see which one of these is boss, we got to run some stuff through. Now the Vevor is brand new, so it's got new blades in it. Dang it, that means we got to change the blades into the Dewalt. Just to make it fair, let's get on it. Now it is pretty cool how you actually change the blades on this. If you notice, the Dewalt put a couple little magnets in the top of this. So instead of having to fuss with that thing to come out, trying to grab those dang blades, just put that like that. You just put it in there like this. It's got these little pins here. You line the blade up on those pins. Put the blades cover back on. Pop the screws back in. Like I said, you have to continually clean this thing out to keep it going up and down. If not, it will get clogged up and it will not go up and down. Now for test number 1, we're going to be using this good old hard ash right here. This is some really good wood. Does have a little pitting in it if you notice. So the planer's got a job to do. I got the same thing over here for the Dewalt. We're going to run it through the Vevor first. Now before we even get started, I want to show you something cool. The Vevor has a 6.5-inch mouth. The old expensive Studley Dewalt, he's only got 6 inches to work with. But that's going to be enough flip-flapping. Let's make it happen. Alright, so we used it as a joiner. Let's see what we got. That looks pretty dang good, don't it? Yeah, it looks pretty good. Alright, let's do the Dewalt. Same thing. Alright, we joined them. Let's see what we got. I see them bad boys look good too. Of course it does. Looks great. Alright, let's skin the tops and the back of them. We'll use the Dewalt first. Man, that sure is clean and pretty with those new blades on it. I mean, it's just so smooth. It doesn't even need sanding. It's beautiful. Let's see what the Vevor can do. Wow, they're clean, ain't they? Just as clean as the Dewalt. I'd be lying if I said that they aren't. Nice. Alright, so we know they both perform well. Let's check out this cleanup. Cleanup on the Vevor is going to be simple. All I got to do is raise it up and blow it out. So with the open carriage like this, you can see all the dust is just right inside here. We're just going to blow it out. It was so easy to clean this thing out, it's almost criminal. Alright, so let's talk about the two machines for a second. I'm thinking it's a no-brainer. I wish they would have had this machine before I bought the Dewalt, because at this point, I'd probably have two of them in the shop. Now, I don't know about longevity on the Vevor, but I can tell you right now, if you're using that Dewalt at any capacity, 6 months is all you're gonna get out of it. Either the motor's gonna burn up, or it's gonna get stuck up or down. You ain't gonna be able to move it up and down, or that chain's gonna break. That's what happened to my last one, the chain broke. Now before we go, let's go over the goods and bads one more time. The system to raise up and down the Dewalt stinks. The Vevor not so much. Vevor has more clearance in the mouth. The handle to raise it up and down is on the top of the Vevor instead of on the side. It's much easier to clean out. You saw it for yourself. Now if you want one of these Vevor planers, there's a link in the description. You know I really appreciate you watching. But until next time, don't you touch my Scar guitar. Just waiting on the airplane guy to go by.